Hello and welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz and I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next half an hour, Indian Paralympic champions return to rousing reception after Paris triumph. Fans, relatives and well-wishers gather in large numbers at the Delhi airport. France and Italy win in Nations League. Erling Haaland on target for Norway. Sri Lanka ends series on a high, passing England in WTC standings with incredible win in the final test. Indian Paralympic athletes were given a hero's welcome upon their return to Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport after a historic performance at the Paris Paralympics. Fans, relatives and well-wishers gathered in large numbers to celebrate the athletes' achievements.
India's Paralympic athletes were greeted with a grand reception at the IGI airport in Delhi on Tuesday. The last group of athletes, including gold medalist Sumit Antal, Harvinder Singh, Navdeep Singh and bronze medal winner Sheetal Devi, returned home to an overwhelming show of support. Fans, family members and officials showered the champions with flower petals and garlands. The atmosphere was electric with drum beats, loud cheers and banners celebrating their success. The athletes expressed their gratitude for the immense support they received from the government and fans.
बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है और काफ़ी अच्छा लगा टाइटल को डिफेंड करके और कोशिश करेंगे एलए में भी इसे बरकरार रखें। कोशिश यही रहती है कि अपना बेस्ट दें, जो पिछला गल था उससे बेहतर करें आज के टाइम में। बस यही है कि रिकॉर्ड पे रिकॉर्ड हो रहे हैं। सरकार का पूरा सहयोग मिल रहा है तभी इतनी बड़ी अचीवमेंट पॉसिबल है किसी भी एथलीट के लिए। मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा सरकार का भी कि इतना अच्छा सहारा दिया उन्होंने और उनकी वजह से ही आई थिंक ये मेडल है हमारे पास।
बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है, बहुत अच्छी है कि देश के लिए मेडल जीत कर यहाँ पे आए हैं और इतना वार्म वेलकम हो रहा है। हमारे जो तीरंदाजी परिवार है साई की तरफ से, इंडियन आर्चरी, यहाँ पे मेरे सारे कोचेज़, मेरी फैमिली सारी पहुँची हुई है, तो बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है। मैं समझता हूँ कि ये स्पोर्ट है जो हमें गवर्नमेंट की अभी मिली, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में जो हमने इन्वेस्ट किया है उसकी वजह से हमारे एचपीडी सर, एचपीसी सर, इंडियन आर्चरी साई, टॉप्स, एलजीक्यू, जो भी डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है जो वो पूरा सपोर्ट कर रही हैं। और अभी मुझे याद है 3-4 महीने पहले कोरियन एक्सपर्ट कोच है उनको इंडिया में बुलाया गया। हालांकि मैं कोरिया जाने का सोच रहा था लेकिन फिर उनको ही इधर बुला लिया गया। सब एथलीट्स को फ़ायदा हुआ।
बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है कि यह मेरा पैरालंपिक्स था पहला ही, तो बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा हमारा। बहुत खुशी हमने कि अपने देश के लिए हमने मेडल जीता। बहुत खुशी है कि सब माला पहनाए आए हमें, मैं तो बहुत खुश हूँ।
The celebration at the airport wasn't just about the medals, it was a moment of pride, unity and immense gratitude for the athletes who overcame all odds to make their country proud. Smiles, tears and embraces filled the airport as families reunited with their champions. This homecoming marked a special chapter in India's sporting history, with the athletes being hailed as true inspiration for millions across the nation. Narayan Singh for DD India.
Indeed, great scenes at the airport. Club throw silver medalist at the Paris Paralympics, Pranav Soorma, a quadriplegic, achieved glory in his debut games with a throw of 34.59 meters in the F51 category. Pranav opened up about his debut Paralympics and his silver medal victory.
Right now we have with us Pranav Soorma. He won the silver medal in a club throw event. Let's talk to him. Pranav, first of all, lots of congratulations for your silver medal. How do you see this medal?
I'm really glad that I got the chance to win the medal for my country. This was my debut in the Paralympics and in the very first time I got the chance to win the medal and I'm really happy about it.
Many of the Indians doesn't know about this game. So can you elaborate and describe what is the specialty of this game?
In para sports, players participate according to their disabilities. So they are divided into different categories depending on the disabilities, level of disabilities they have. So in F51 category, players play this game club throw. It's a wooden club which has a metal attached to its bottom. And to throw it, it's a very technical game because the athletes don't have grip in their fingers. So they use a glue or gum kind of thing which they put in their fingers and stick the club to that and then make the throw.
Why you have chosen this sport, and what were the circumstances when you turned to the para sports?
So in 2018-19, when I was finishing my college, I was exploring different options, career options. So when I came to know about para sports, I started exploring different kind of sports that I could play. So I looked for para swimming, para table tennis, but depending on my medical condition, it seemed a little tough to participate in those sports. So I got to know about club throw in the para athletics event. So I wanted to give this a try. So I started playing this, and I felt that this used to make me feel alive at that moment.
How do you see the government support, and especially when PM Modi speaks to players?
So it's a very special moment that all the athletes look forward to when you win a medal in the Olympics or the Paralympics. PM Modi ji, he personally talks to you on the phone. So all the athletes are really excited about that. One of the reasons they are excited about winning the medal is that they would get to talk to the Prime Minister of India. And I think in the past few years, the support of the government has increased a lot. There are a lot of schemes like top schemes which are supporting top athletes which are medal probable for the Olympics and the Paralympics. And there are schemes for budding athletes like Khelo India. And there are other kind of schemes that are supporting budding athletes in our country.
This is Pranav, who is saying that nowadays the competition has getting larger and it's become more and more difficult. But he's also praising the government effort. The manner government is supporting their athletes is up to the mark. With cameraman Shiv Suman, this is Gaurav Kumar reporting from New Delhi, DD India.
And the president of the Athletics Federation of India, Adil Sumariwala, is positive and confident about Raja Randhir Singh being elected as president of Olympic Council of Asia. In an exclusive interaction with DD India's Narayan Singh, Sumariwala spoke about India's growing rise in sports and performance in Olympics and Paralympics.
The 44th General Assembly of the Olympic Council of Asia took place in Delhi, and it's a matter of pride. And to explain this event and to talk more on this, I am joined by the Adil Sumariwala, the President of the Athletic Federation of India. Sir, a big event. India is hosting the OCA General Assembly, and the past also the IOC session also took place in Mumbai, and also we hosted many multiple mega events in India. So how the Indian sports is going forward right now?
To become president of OCA is not a small thing. It's a huge event for us, and we're really proud that our brother has become the president of the Olympic Council. And I know he has a vision. I know that he will work hard both for Asia and of course especially for India. And if you see, India is slowly moving upwards. India is becoming a superpower in sports. I don't think that we should just count medals to see that, though we've got a record number of medals in para. We've got 6 medals at the Olympics and 6 second places. So to me, it's as good as 12 medals, because it's as the difference between third and fourth is like as thin as your hair.
Yoga is also set to make its debut in the Asian Games also. And today in this General Assembly, it has been approved by the General Assembly. So do you think it's a good thing that the Indian dominated sports and that started in India? It's a matter of pride for us.
We can have our own sport. I think people look at it very differently, that are we doing it for medals? No, we are doing to showcase our indigenous sport to the whole world, and that is important. It is not that you'll get one more medal or one less medal. And I think the mindset of medal has to go. I think we need to look at performance. Has each of them performed to their optimum level? Have each of them performed to the best of their ability? Has each of them got their personal best? Has each of them got their season's best? And I think that is the parameter for judging, not number of medals.
In para sports also, India is creating history. Navdeep Singh won the 7th gold medal for India. As you mentioned, the 4th place finish in the Asian Games Paralympics and the Tokyo Paralympics too, he finished 4th. Now it has been converted into a gold medal. That's
exactly. So it takes time. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It takes time. So don't count the medals. Look at the performance. If you have the performance, medals will come automatically. The problem is we do it the reverse way. We only focus on the medal and not the performance.
So true, we are hoping that as the AFI president said that it's a process, it's the performance we should focus on, and definitely the kind of our athletes performed in the Para Games. It's a historic, and we will continue this process in coming times also. With camera person Saurav, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi.
Tennis updates now. Yannick Sinner tightened his grip on the #1 spot in the latest ATP rankings released on Monday after winning the US Open 2024. Taylor Fritz, who fell just short of becoming the first American men's singles Grand Slam champion in 21 years, jumped 5 spots to return to top 10. Meanwhile, defending champion Novak Djokovic slipped to 4th place after suffering a shocking loss to Australia's Alexei Popyrin in the 3rd round of US Open. While 2020 runner-up Alexander Zverev has jumped up to take his place. Football now. India suffered a 0-3 loss to Syria in their second and final Intercontinental Cup 2024 match in Hyderabad on Monday. The loss meant that India finished last in the tournament behind Mauritius on goal difference. Up against a side ranked 93rd in the FIFA rankings, India conceded an early 7th-minute goal. Despite creating many chances in the second half, it was Syria who scored the second against the run of play. A third goal in the 96th minute was the final dagger. Meanwhile, new head coach Manolo Marquez suffered his first loss as India coach and is yet to neither win a game nor see his side score a goal. Now, Ousmane Dembele's stunner helped France to a relatively comfortable 2-0 victory over Belgium in the Nations League on Monday. Dembele thundered in a blistering second goal for La Blues 12 minutes after the interval in Lyon. Randal Kolo Muani had earlier hammered France into the lead against the run of play, with Belgium having shaded the opening exchanges. Didier Deschamps' side ultimately made their fortune count, and a much more accomplished second half display was capped off by Dembele's excellent solo strike. Meanwhile, Mbappe was sent on midway through the second half and had 2 good chances, but was unable to get on the score sheet. And England captain Harry Kane will receive his 100th cap for the country when England will host Finland in the Nations League at Wembley. The 31-year-old Bayern Munich striker, who has scored 66 goals in 99 appearances for England since his debut in 2015, is the first Englishman to achieve this feat since striker Wayne Rooney in November 2014. The Football Association is set to pay tribute before the UEFA Nations League fixture with a special pre-match ceremony that will include the presentation of a gold cap. Uninformed Germany want to build on their strong start to the Nations League when they take on the Netherlands in Amsterdam on Tuesday night. Julian Nagelsmann's side opened their campaign with a resounding 5-0 win against Hungary on Saturday and arrive in the Dutch capital full of confidence. The new-look German side, without the recently retired Thomas Müller, Toni Kroos and Manuel Neuer, have set their sights on the 2026 World Cup after their quarter-final run at the Euros on home soil in July. German coach Julian Nagelsmann said their approach will more or less be the same as that against Hungary. Meanwhile, in the other Group A3 match on Tuesday, Hungary will host Bosnia in Budapest.
We always look at what we know about how the opponent starts a match as usual. Of course, we also look at how they play out their chances and score goals. That's also part of it. But we aren't thinking of changing everything about the game compared to the match against Hungary. A lot also worked well there. There are also certainly a few things we can do similarly against the Netherlands tomorrow.
And David Fratesi and Moise Kean help Italy secure a 2-1 win over Israel and maintain its perfect record to remain on top of the Nations League A Group 2. Fratesi gave Italy the lead before the break, and Kean doubled the lead from a rebound just after the hour mark. Israel's Mohammad Abu Fani scored a consolation goal for the team at the 90th minute by finding the net from the edge of the box. Italy leads the standings with 6 points as they battle past France 3-1 in the opening game on Friday. Meanwhile, Israel is yet to open their account and are placed at 4th in the group. And the Brazilian soccer team prepared in Corona ahead of the battle against Paraguay in World Cup qualifier match in Asunción. Coach Dorival Jr. expressed concern about the team's limited training time and requested patience from fans as the team continues to develop on the field. Defender Danilo also said that the fans expect a lot from the Brazilian team and he understands it as he himself felt this way when he was a fan. The match against Paraguay is scheduled for September 10, Tuesday in Asuncion. Badminton now, India will field 17 shuttlers across 5 events at the Hong Kong Open 2024 badminton tournament in Kowloon. In the men's singles, world number 36 Priyanshu Rajawat and world number 41 Kiran George will begin their campaign in the round of 32. Meanwhile, Chirag Sen and Manav Chaudhary will feature in the qualification round on Tuesday. Both players must win 2 matches in the qualification round to enter the main draw. World number 39 Akarshi Kashyap is the top-ranked Indian woman to compete in Hong Kong. Tanya Hemant is the other Indian to compete in the women's singles event. The Hong Kong Open, a BWF Super 500 event, will take place from September 10th to 15th. All right, still to come on this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. India's strongest team ever is heading to Budapest to compete at the Chess Olympiad. And get ready for the 11th edition of Pro Kabaddi League. Dates have been announced.
Welcome to Rajasthan, the celebration of India. Rajasthan treats you with its many shades and values. That echoes the idea of India in its philosophy of Atithi Devo Bhava.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Cricket now. Pathum Nissanka's brilliant 100 led Sri Lanka to a rare test victory against England in their home ground. Sri Lanka reached their target of 219 with untroubled ease on the 4th day at the Oval, with Pathum Nissanka's unbeaten 127 leading them to a consolation win in a 2-1 series defeat. After the impressive end to the final session on Sunday, Sri Lanka resumed at 94 for 1, needing a further 125 to win, which the visitors reached in a little over 2 hours. Sri Lanka finished on 219 for 2 to win by 8 wickets. And the Ajit Agarkar-led senior men's selection committee announced wholesale changes in the squads of 3 teams for the second round of the Duleep Trophy. All cricketers barring Sarfaraz Khan, who were picked in the Indian squad for the first test against Bangladesh, have been released from their Duleep Trophy duties. They will fly to Chennai to take part in a preparatory camp starting September 12th. The first test starts on September 19th. Suryakumar Yadav, whose recovery is on track, was given more time to regain full fitness. He is expected to join the India C team, which is the only unchanged squad in the tournament before the 3rd round. And India's strongest team ever is heading to Budapest to compete at the Chess Olympiad, which is the most prestigious team competition in this sport. Legendary players and rising stars will come together to compete in Hungary's capital for the event starting 10th of September till 23rd September. The event is hosted by the BOK Sports and Conference Centre and will feature an array of satellite events. The Indian team, comprising of Arjun Erigase, Gukesh, R. Pragyanand and Vidit Gujarati among others, is favourite to bring the gold in this edition. A separate women's team, despite Koneru Hampi's absence, is also favoured to win a medal. All right, the former partner of Ugandan athlete Rebecca, who is accused of killing her by dousing her in petrol and setting her on fire, has died from burns sustained during the attack. Rebecca, who competed in the marathon at the Paralympics, suffered burns to more than 75% of her body in September's attack and died 4 days later. Her former boyfriend Dixon Nidiema died at 7:50 p.m. on Monday at the intensive care unit, where he had been admitted with more than 30% burns on his body. Dixon Nidiema ambushed the marathon runner as she returned home from church more than a week ago and then doused her with petrol and set her ablaze. Local administrators said the two had been in conflict over a small piece of land in northwest Kenya, where Rebecca lived and trained. An Indian deaf shooter, Mahit Sandhu, shone at the just concluded World Deaf Shooting Championships. Sandhu was the most successful shooter, winning 4 medals, which included 3 gold medals and a silver medal. The 20-year-old opened up about her experience and her dream of representing the nation at Olympics.
The second World Deaf Shooting Championship concluded in Germany. Right now we have one of the shooters, Mahit Sandhu, who won 3 gold medal and 1 silver medal. So Mahit, making the nation proud at Germany at the world stage, winning 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal. So how was the experience and how are you feeling?
It was my first deaf match in the international, but the experience was very good. Like I had a lot of mistakes which I have to learn from.
You people defied all odds to reach there. In your journey, who has been your pillar of supports, be it your parents or your coach?
My biggest supporter was my mom, my dad, and especially my coach, Doordarshan. Yeah.
How government authorities, government and Sports Authority of India are supporting you in this, helping you to reach to this platform?
I've been practicing a lot, so yeah, I've been getting the facility and everything. So yeah, they've been helping me.
Tell us about your aim and your vision, and what do you want to say to all the people who are watching you right now?
So my biggest aim is like I want to win, reach the Olympic. That is a big thing. If I could do better, I could even win an Olympic medal. But right now, I have to just work hard until I reach that aim. But I have to sacrifice a lot for that. So yeah, that's it. So that is my biggest aim.
So that was Mahit Sandhu, who told about her journey and her experience of winning 4 medals at Germany at the World Deaf Shooting Championship, and her vision, her dream of representing India at the Los Angeles Olympics. With Manisha Sharma and cameraman Mohit, Abhishek Prasad for DD India.
And the 11th edition of Pro Kabaddi League will commence from October 18th, with Telugu Titans and Bengaluru Bulls kicking off the league in Hyderabad. This time, PKL will be returning to a 3-city format with the opening leg at the Gachibowli Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad from October 18 to November 9. It will then move to the Noida Indoor Stadium for the second leg starting November 10 till December 1st. The third leg will begin at the Balewadi Badminton Stadium in Pune from December 3rd to 24th. Puneri Pultons are the defending champions. And India failed to battle past a tough Japanese team in the Under-18 Asia Cup basketball tournament to finish 8th in the standings. India succumbed to Japan 50-100 in the 7-8 classification game to secure the 8th spot in the 16-nation tournament. This 8th place finish equals the 2016 record of India when they endured a heartbreaking loss to Philippines. Despite the loss, there is a lot of good to take away for India as they ended their 6-year wait for a victory in Continental Championship and also pulled a stunning victory against the higher-ranked Lebanon to enter the quarterfinals. And Formula One star designer Adrian Neve will join Aston Martin, a luxury British sports car manufacturer, on March 1st next year as managing technical partner. He will also become a shareholder in the Silverstone-based team. 65-year-old Neve said in May he was leaving champions Red Bull in search of new challenges. The 2025 season is due to start on March 16 with the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne and is the last championship before the sport enters a new engine era and major rules revamp in 2026. Cars designed by the Briton have won 25 championships for Williams, McLaren and Red Bull. His 2023 Red Bull was the most dominant car in sports history with 21 wins from 22 races. All right, that's all we have in this edition of Sports Buzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching Sports Buzz.